I regularly read in comments about the allegations that the EU is unelected, undemocratic, or even a dictatorship, and that is already a good enough reason to leave the EU. Today I want to get to the bottom of these allegations. How much truth is in there? So that's what I want to talk about in this video. I'm Mark, welcome to my channel, greetings from Germany, and welcome to a new Brexit video. To get a better chance to figure out how much it's true, let's have a look at the democratic level of the different institutions and structures. For that reason, I'm going to compare the EU structures to the systems of the UK and Germany. Let's just start with the leading personnel. Boris Johnson was elected to be Prime Minister candidate by the members of the Conservative and Unionist Party. The Conservatives then became strongest party in the general election and got a majority. And finally, the Queen appointed Boris Johnson to be Prime Minister. Angela Merkel was elected to be Chancellor candidate by the members of the CDU, the German Conservative Party. The CDU became strongest party in the general election and got a majority with a coalition. Then Angela Merkel was elected Chancellor by the majority in the Federal Parliament. That might seem like a mere technicality, but in Germany we already had the case where a Prime Minister of a German state got a majority in an election, but was not re-elected by Parliament though. She tried 3 times, but never all MPs from her majority voted for her. Little side fact, German MPs are supposed to vote in regard of their conscience, and if they do, the whip cannot just be removed from them. And finally, Angela Merkel was appointed Chancellor by the Federal President. With Ursula von der Leyen, the order of events was slightly different. First, the EEP became strongest party in the European elections. Then the European Council elected Ursula von der Leyen as candidate for Commission President. Then the European Parliament elected Ursula von der Leyen as Commission President. And finally, the European Council appointed Ursula von der Leyen as Commission President. Next, let's have a look at the electoral systems. In the UK, we have a pure system of first past the post. In Germany, we have a hybrid system of first past the post and proportional representation. And in the EU, we have a variation of a hybrid system of first past the post and proportional representation with slight differences in the member countries. To get a better understanding, let's have a look at the executive combined with the legislative. In the UK, the Prime Minister is elected by party members. The House of Commons is elected by the people of the whole country, and the members of the House of Lords either inherit their seats or were appointed by the Queen. In Germany, the Chancellor is elected by the Federal Parliament. The Federal Parliament is elected by the people of the whole country. And the Federal Council is elected by the people of the whole country via the elections of the state parliaments. In the European Union, the Commission President is elected by the European Parliament. Regarding they can't name own candidates though. The European Parliament is elected by the citizens of all EU member countries. And the members of the European Council and the Council of the EU are elected by the citizens of the EU member countries via their general elections with electing their governments. And now let's have a look how unelected the main EU players are. In the European Council are the heads of states or government of the member countries. They were all democratically elected by the citizens of their countries in their general elections. The European Parliament was elected democratically by the citizens of all EU member countries. And the European Commission was elected democratically by the European Parliament. And now let's have a look at the process of legislation. In the UK, business of the House of Commons is determined by the government. Bills for new laws are introduced by the government. The Parliament can make amendments though. The bills have to be adopted by the House of Commons and additionally by the House of Lords. In Germany, the business of the Federal Parliament, der Bundestag, is determined by the Parliament itself. Bills can be introduced by Parliament, the government or the Federal Council, der Bundesrat. The Parliament can make amendments and bills are adopted by Parliament. Sometimes additional approval by the Federal Council is necessary. that depends on the kind of the law, because of our federal system. In the EU, the business of the European Parliament is determined by the Parliament. Bills are introduced by the European Commission. The Parliament can make amendments though. Bills have to be adopted by both the European Parliament and the Council of the European Union. Often there's also allegations that the EU is run by Germany. To find out if that's true, let's have a look how much power Germany really has in the EU institutions. In the European Council, Germany has 1 member out of 28, from the 1st of February out of 27. Every member country only has 1 seat held by the head of state or head of government. In the European Parliament, Germany holds 96 seats. The number of seats for each country depends on the population, but 96 is the highest number possible as set in the treaties. If there were no limit, Germany would probably have even more because of the population. In the European Commission, Germany has 1 post out of 27. Every member country sends 1 member of the Commission. The UK didn't because they're leaving on 1st of February. So in these institutions, there is no way for Germany to be ruling the EU. And in the European Council, in many areas, a unanimous vote is required, so every country has the same power there. So as you could see, nowhere in these areas I could find a major reason to call the EU unelected, undemocratic or even dictatorial. That includes, by the way, the use of regulations, which are often brought up as another reason for the EU being dictatorial. That's an instrument the governments of the UK, of Germany and many other democratic governments are using. And if they can use them, they were legitimated in a democratic way by a parliament. So that's nothing unusual. Definitely there's a lot of space for improvement in the EU. Reforms are absolutely overdue and absolutely necessary. That is why soon I'm going to bring another set of my 10 reasons videos where I will talk about the good sides and the bad sides of the current EU structures and institutions. You probably have seen some of these videos on my channel before. But if you want to know more right now about the EU institutions in general, have a look and click on the playlist down here below. It's my EU Explained playlist where I made several videos about different institutions of the European Union. I'll see you there. Viel Spaß!